We have an awesome video for you tonight, so I need those thumbs ups and subscribe if you haven't already, because we want to talk about the 10 reasons why Record Store Day is awesome. So we need all your comments and all the thumbs ups and all that fun stuff.
Record Store Day?
Record Store Day.
It's awesome.
It is awesome. There are 10 reasons why Record Store Day is awesome.
You got 10 reasons why.
10 reasons why Record Store Day is awesome.
Wow.
Do you want to know the number one reason?
Hit it.
Increases foot traffic.
It does. It does. That day in particular, there's a zillion people.
Yes, there are definitely a zillion people. Everybody's looking for something new. Everyone's looking for something that they love. Everyone's looking for something that's exclusive. And it helps increase foot traffic to record stores.
Now, you would think it would be just on that day. And it's not. It's not just on Record Store Day or Record Store Day Black Friday. Because the visibility you get from having all these people coming into your shop on that particular day, all of a sudden you're in Facebook groups that people are going, holy cow, what's going on in that record store? Mm-hmm. And then more people start talking about it, and more, and it becomes a cycle. And we notice from April, clear probably until, I want to say the end of summer, traffic comes from all those posts that we get from the April Record Store Day. So that it's a beautiful thing. Still getting people.
Yeah, because we just happen to be in a mall. So then they'll post in the Facebook groups, what's happening at the Palmer Park Mall? And then somebody's like, well, it's Record Store Day. They're like, well, what's that? So it's awesome. You want to hear number two? The number two reason why Record Store Day is awesome? Because there are exclusive releases. Exclusive releases that you've either never seen before on vinyl or you haven't seen in years, that you can only get at independent record stores and you can only get from Record Store Day.
They're normally super limited. Even like the RSD firsts, right? Well, they're going to be special color variants. Sometimes they're numbered. All different types of stuff. So,
sometimes they're hand poured.
Yeah, sometimes they're hand poured. I mean, there's a lot of unique features that can actually go into vinyl records now.
Sometimes there's a different cover art. Sometimes there's like a lanicular cover art. There's something special. Picture discs. Live albums you've never seen released before.
I was expecting this year, and I didn't get it, a few more signed records. There is one on this particular Black Friday Record Store Day list that is possibly signed, which is the Jane's Addiction. And it says, you have a chance.
Yes, they're randomly signed by random band members.
So, who knows? But I was expecting a little bit more of that, considering all the signed...
all the indie exclusives that have come out through the year that are signed records, or Arctic Monkeys with their new album, all 4 members signed
not
it.
Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, not Arctic Monkeys.
Coldplay.
That's not who I was thinking of either.
No?
I Love You So. Glass Animals.
Yes, Glass Animals.
That's it. Glass Animals.
Well, Coldplay just signed them too.
Yeah.
CDs.
So, yes, they signed CDs, and Kelsey Ballerini has a signed CD that's coming out, and Joe Jonas has a signed CD that's coming out.
Ben Fold.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Fold has a Christmas album. It's on SpinMeRoundStore.com right now.
But it seems like, especially this year, there have been a lot more signed items than are normally available that are exclusive to independent record stores, which is awesome. So, we expected a little bit more of that to filter into Record Store Day.
All right.
Rule number 3, community building. That is the third reason why Record Store Day is awesome, because it gives you an opportunity to build your community in your record store. It gives you an opportunity to get the vinyl community in your store. It gives you an opportunity to get your actual community into your record store.
Now, I look at community a little bit different than that. When I think of community, I think of Facebook groups. I think of Instagram. Everybody shares what they purchase and what's still available and what they got and what they didn't get, and happy thoughts, sad thoughts, where they're going to buy it the day after when they go online, and how they're going to handle the situation. And that's some of the things that get mentioned within the communities, especially on like the Facebook groups.
Yes, especially because if you go on your Facebook group and you are such a huge Pearl Jam fan and you miss that Pearl Jam, does anybody have a line on where you can get that Pearl Jam? And then somebody else is like, ooh, I'm a huge Pearl Jam fan too, and I saw that my store still had this many copies left, so you should check them out. You might end up being a lifelong friend with that person who is also a Pearl Jam fan.
Speaking of Facebook groups, we have a Facebook group. It has
Yes,
over
we do.
9,000 community members.
Mm-hmm.
And we just want to say thank you to all 9,000 of you. And we have
Thank
the
you so much.
smoothest moderators on the planet.
We definitely do.
Princess Warrior Shauna and Fernando, big shout outs.
Mm-hmm. Because Fernando is awesome.
Just saying.
Oh.
Number 5 or number 4?
No, we're on number 4.
4.
Right? We're on number 4.
I'm already skipping.
Mhm. I'm not keeping count.
It promotes independent record stores. Record Store Day is and Record Store Day Black Friday, so there are 2 days to promote independent record stores. The amazing amount of support that Record Store Day shows to all their Record Store Day stores is awesome.
Now, I do got to say also, with that, they've been saying for years, and I am talking years, that there's 1,400 record stores in this country.
That participate in Record Store Day.
Now, this is all the way from back 2016 that they've been saying 1,400 record stores. I gotta say, it's gotta be in the 3,000, 4,000 range of independent record stores now. That would be my best guess.
They have lost a few that
They've gained
participated
so many.
in Record Store Day, but they gained so many more. So there are definitely now more than 1,600 stores that participate in Record Store Day, that are Record Store Day pledged stores.
It's gotta be more than 1,400 now.
Yes, there has to
Over
be.
2,000, guaranteed.
There has to be. It's just not possible for there not to be, with the amount that I have seen join our Record Store Day store community.
But this is the one where you want to be at.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yeah, you know, we go big. Okay, number 5.
Hit it.
Okay, number 5, it boosts sales. Did you know that in the quarter of Record Store Day exclusive sales are like 90%? It's insane how many records go for Record Store Day. How many amazing titles that they have for Record Store Day. So it obviously boosts sales and boosts artists.
Now, I look at that. I look at what she said as number 5 as a little bit differently than her.
Hmm.
I look at number 5 as basically, yes, it boosts sales for Record Store Day, for record stores, but there's normally a lot of people that flow through our independent record store. And in that store, we sell a lot more than just Record Store Day records. We end up selling all types of stuff. I mean, if you look around, I mean, there's a bunch. And everybody's everywhere. It's not like they're just in one spot. They are all over this store.
Mm-hmm.
We sell a lot more records that day than just Record Store Day records.
Yes.
Because, why not? You're in a record store. And if you don't want to wait on the line, because we do a single file line here, other people have other systems, but we do a single file line. So let's say you bring your mother, brother, sisters, cousins, uncles with you. They could come in and enjoy themselves. And they can look for what they want if they're not interested in the Record Store Day stuff. So I look at boosting sales as it boosts sales for us as an independent record store. And I believe it's like that in all the independent record stores across the country. At least I hope it is. Right?
You okay?
I was stretching my hand.
Okay.
She's not used to filming these.
I know, so I was
I'm
like,
used to filming the phone standing up, and for like less than a minute, I'm like, this one video I had to do with her 6 times.
I couldn't get it.
I'm just saying, you're my human tripod today.
That's what I'm feeling like,
Oh,
man.
we could have used the tripod.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Hurry up then.
Okay.
Yeah.
The number 6 reason why Record Store Day is awesome is the media attention. The media attention that Record Store Day and Record Store Day stores get from the media is absolutely amazing. The newspapers want to do stories about Record Store Day and about the stores hosting Record Store Day events. The newspapers, the news, it's awesome. It's just absolutely awesome.
Okay. we have had news stations come out and do reports in the middle, because we used to throw concerts and shows during these things. We still do, but we do them later now. But we used to do it like the whole day. So they used to actually come out in the middle of these live performances, and the independent artists would actually get featured, and it helped a lot. And I believe this past April, or maybe it was the one before, we had one of the newspaper guys on our line taking photos and doing all of this, right? It was a real thing.
Yes.
So contact your local newspaper. If you're a record store or just a fan of vinyl and you want to get some exposure for your store, contact your local news outlets. I'm talking newspapers, radio stations. They all have community pages as well. Let them know what's coming up so they know, hey, I should go out there maybe. They're telling me there's going to be 50, 100, 200 people there. Let's go out and check out the line and help out a local business. Because they all love to do puff pieces on beautiful record stores, trust me. And we appreciate every one of them.
We absolutely do.
I just called us a puff piece. I'm a Powerpuff Girl now, what? No.
Yeah, your buttercup.
Hey, I'm part of the Pink Pony Club. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Reason number 7 why Record Store Day is awesome is because it creates event opportunities.
I was just getting into that a little
Because,
bit.
that's what all the reasons kind of lead into each other, because you can throw concerts, you can have your local punks serenading the line.
Yeah.
There are all sorts of events that you can throw in correspondence with Record Store Day.
Like I was saying before, how we do concerts, how we've done our own pressings too. Last year I believe we did, or maybe the year before, we did Reality Suite. Now this year we got something extra special, if it shows up, because somebody told me that they were getting a record pressed, and I told them, let's wait until Record Store Black Friday to release this. And they agreed, so we are hoping, but if it doesn't show up, I don't want to tell you who, get your hopes up, but if it does show up, maybe the pre-orders will be on SpinMeRoundStore.com. But that's what I'm saying. It creates opportunity. You know, get your people involved. I mean, every record store got a local band or 6 or 60 that loves to shop with them. Every one of them. If you're not sure who your local bands are, all you gotta do is ask. Trust me, they're more than happy to drop flyers off. Say, hey, I'll hang flyers in my store. Hey, I'll promote your music. Come on, take pictures with me and do all this crazy stuff. Right? Isn't that what you do?
I do. People say, will you buy my record and have it in your store? Absolutely. Bring it in. We take a picture. And it's fun.
And a lot of those bands like the Record Store Day records because they are very exclusive, like we were saying in number 1 or number 2.
Yes.
So they come out for those things. So they'll be here anyway. So talk to them. Have an event around the whole thing. It's not that hard to do. You know, even though I am a rocket scientist and, I put a lot of thought into everything that I do.
Reason number 8 why Record Store Day is awesome is that it introduces new customers to your store or to vinyl records, because what is a vinyl record is a physical, tangible way for someone to support their favorite artist. And if Olivia Rodrigo is your favorite artist, don't you think you want the Record Store Day exclusive Got Spilled? Because it is a physical, tangible way to support your favorite artist.
And it's super limited. So you got to figure you're getting high quality pieces. Yes, people are going to be like, the prices. The prices have went up on everything. Have you bought eggs lately? Holy cow. Are you even eating eggs in the morning, or do you feel like you're rich? I feel like I'm chomping on some gold when I'm eating some eggs. Because the price on everything has gone up through the roof.
I remember buying eggs for 83 cents for a dozen, and now they're like $4.99.
I mean, that's some old people stuff right there. I remember going to my grandma, being like, Grandma, how much did you pay for that loaf of bread? And she's like, 6 cents. And I'm like, 6 cents? Who walks around with 6 cents in their pocket? But to them, 6 cents actually got you somewhere. When I was a young lad growing up back in the 80s, I was born in the 70s, but in the 80s, they did have such things as penny candies, but they were like fish, you know, like those little Swedish fish. So you'd be like, yeah, let me get about 32 of them, you know, because that's the change you found on the corner, literally. That some bum dropped while he was drunk. No, never mind. I lived in a crazy city, but it's the truth. What was the braid again? You see what happens? You don't want me in these things, man. I'm going to butcher every story we got with another story of my crazy life.
Okay, let's go to reason number 9.
Jumping on, move on.
Why Record Store Day is awesome. It gives customers and record stores an opportunity to discover new music. Because there are a lot of artists that you may have never heard before. The list has gotten very eclectic, very diverse. So it definitely gives you an opportunity to discover new musicians, new types of music, new genres of music.
It's very inclusive as well. Very inclusive, like highly inclusive, because there is something in that list for everybody. And I'm sure Record Store Day actually takes the time to figure out what they are missing. You know, pop music was huge this year. But I heard a rumor that rock music was about 40% of all vinyl records sold this year.
Except, how many rocks are in that rock music?
Well, that's exactly it. I mean, they just throw everything in there. Punk rock, metal.
Oh, yeah.
They throw everything in with rock music. So that's why it's 40%, even though I find that a bit of hogwash.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a very inclusive list. You're bound to get something. And anybody who looks at that list and says, oh, there's nothing for me, take a second and third look. Because I find that very hard to believe.
Even if it's not something that you're like, oh, I need to buy this. When you see that artist's name on the list, you go, OMG, I remember them, I love them, and you go listen to something else by them. So it's still, the list makes you think.
I mean, who doesn't want Bluey? Who doesn't want Bluey? You're telling me you don't want Bluey? No.
Everybody wants Bluey. That's why.
Oh no, everyone wants Bluey.
Because Bluey is awesome.
It's because Bluey's so cute and it's such a cute show.
How many times Junior and I were late to school because he was watching Bluey and I laid down with him to watch Bluey for a couple minutes and we just got lost in Bluey?
Now listen, the thing about it is these are specialized pieces, and they're not produced in mass quantity.
Nope.
So, like, I'll give you a great example of people like, oh, record prices are insane. That Bluey 7, it's a Bluey 7-inch picture disc coming out for Record Store Day. I think it's like $24, $25, $26, somewhere in that range. I don't know offhand, but I know it was up there. And even I said, holy cow, but it's limited. You got to realize when you go to press something. Now, I do press records myself, like I was telling you. When you go to press a record, it all goes by how many you want. Yeah. So if you want 1,000, it's going to be this price. You want 5,000, it's going to be this price. You want 25,000, well, we can work that out. I mean, you know, that price is down now.
And it's not just, you know, white or black or clear vinyl 7-inch. It is a picture disc. A lot goes into a picture disc.
And those aren't meant for, they're meant for collector's pieces, especially something like that. And it can be played. It's going to sound great. It's not going to sound holy cow great on a scale of 1 to 10. It's not going to be a 10.
It's not an audiophile piece.
No, everybody knows this.
It is a play it because you just got it and it's awesome. And then
especially
you look at it.
You can love Bluey yourself, but if you have a child or somebody who really loves Bluey, play with them. It doesn't matter. If you're expecting or your child's expecting a 10 audio file to the max high res, are you kidding me? Like, it's one of those things. But
okay, reason number 10.
10.
We saved the best for last.
What?
Best for last.
I'm the best.
We saved the best for last.
I'm the best around.
See the last.
Reason number 10 why Record Store Day is awesome, it celebrates the vinyl culture.
Celebrate good times. Come on! Just saying. Hey, like
we
we're
love
saying.
vinyl. That's why we're a record store. We love the way vinyl sounds. We love that everyone else is as excited about vinyl as we are. And Record Store Day is an amazing opportunity to share your love for vinyl. You know, because we're all like that one guy in Empire Records with the long hair showing up the record in the van.
Damn, the man saved the empire.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Because it's just a different sound. Vinyl is just amazing.
I completely agree. Now here's the thing, right? There's a reason why we did this video, and I know we don't follow standards or protocols, and I'm not normal, and I get that, and I hope you get that too.
Yeah, we're not normal. We're not typical.
Oh,
Aliens?
She's pretty normal. Well, no, she does work in a record store, but you all know I'm a little different, and I'm supposed to be. Everybody got their own vibe. I'm a little different, but the reason why I did this, I wanted to do this particular video, and I asked her to put together this list of 10 reasons why, because I really do feel that Record Store Day is awesome. And every year they release this Record Store Day list. All of a sudden, out of the blue, out of the woodwork, there are hundreds of articles written bashing Record Store Day and how they need to change and evolve, and how they could be doing things better. And to be quite honest, I feel like they're doing a heck of a job.
They really are.
And I get it. You know, all record prices are insane. All the margins the record stores make are little. Yes, they are. They are, absolutely. But think about those other reasons why to participate in Record Store Day. Mm-hmm. Just think about that. The exposure, the community. You know, oh, I don't want to have to wait in a line. Okay. But in the last 20 years, I don't know if you know who sneakerheads are. People who really, really love sneakers. Or comic book guys. People who really, really love comic books. Or any type of drop. Remember in the 70s when you sat there and you waited for concert tickets on a line? Do you remember that? Well, that's what this is. That's exactly what this is. Now, you didn't know if they were going to run out of concert tickets in 5 minutes. Or you didn't know if they had 1 million tickets. You assumed they did, and if you were towards the front of that line, chances of you getting the seats or the row that you wanted were incredibly high. But if you were the last guy on that line,
you were taking what they had.
It is what it is. It's the same thing with Record Store Day. Understand that. Because I just read an article on Ultimate Classic Rock. They have like this Facebook page thing. I guess we follow them or something. They got like 1 million people on there. And they're like, well, Record Store Day needs to change or evolve. And I'm like, hold on. Number one, what's your vested interest in this? You know? Okay, you're a collector. You're going at this piece from a collector standpoint. And I get that. And you're like, oh, but the record I really want is just being bought up by flippers. What do you think happens with tickets in the 70s?
What happens with tickets now?
Hold on, I got a story for you if you're not buying what I'm selling you here. I used to drive past Giant Stadium every week. Every single week I would drive past Giant Stadium growing up with my stepfather. We'd go visit his mother and we'd be driving back because they lived in Perth Amboy, we lived in Clifton. So we'd have to drive down Route 3 every Sunday, right? He'd go to the bakery. And this was back, now I'm gonna date this. This is back when KFC had dark meat in the chicken nuggets. Because me and my sister, we would fight over that. All right, you ready for this, though? I'm serious. We all wanted the white meat because the dark meat was bad. But another story. Every time we would go past Giant Stadium, there'd be some dude out there selling tickets to the big game every Sunday. Now, these tickets generally back then went for about $40, $50. They would have signs up. And, you know, this is around the time where I was just learning how to read. And it would be like $200 a ticket, or for 2 tickets. Well, wait a minute. If you would have gotten up, waited on that line early enough, and gotten what you wanted. Now, I'm not saying sleep out overnight and do what some of these crazy people do, which we love you very much for being crazy, because that means you're my people. I mean that quite literally. But it's the same exact thing that's been going on forever. And we're analog here, people. We are analog. You're going after an analog thing in a digital world. How much better do you expect them to have things? Think about that. So for all the articles that bash Record Store Day, right after that list comes out, up until Record Store Day, then all of a sudden everything's positive again. Mm-hmm. Everything gets whoosh. I swear these people do it for clicks. They do it so they could get ad revenue from you going on their thing and reading their article and getting upset or agreeing with them, because they're better than me at making their points. Mm-hmm. You know, because I'm going to tell you about chicken nuggets and white and dark meat, where they are going to be laser focused because they're using AI. I'm just saying, they're not even writing this thing no more.
You're not writing about chicken nuggets.
They should write about chicken nuggets.
Yeah. I want a story on, do you remember when KFC was selling dark meat and white meat chicken nuggets? How much did you fight with your sister? And she was 5 years older than me, and I was kind of little. So how many white meat chicken nuggets do you think I actually got? It's a real thing. Ask Princess Warrior Shauna when you see her.
Yep, she'd squish them and be like, oh, this is a white meat one. And if there was only one white meat one, that was all she was eating.
It was a real thing. It was a real thing. But no, that's honestly, I gotta say, Record Store Day is doing a fabulous job if you ask us. And there's not very many record stores that aren't willing to participate or don't want to participate. Also, I got something else to say about Record Store Day. Last year, we were informed that Record Store Day themselves does the allocation. I hear from everybody, as soon as I open up these boxes, and let's say I got a lot of copies of one, not a lot of copies of others. Well, Record Store Day makes those allocations. I order a lot. I do. I'm not. If you haven't watched my videos, go back, you'll understand. Right? Mm-hmm. I mean, how much unboxings do you guys do?
Yes, we unbox a lot.
We order a lot of stuff. We don't even get everything we order.
No.
If we did, it'd be holy cow time. Mm-hmm. We're not the biggest. We're not the baddest. We try to be, though, but I'm pretty sure there's a handful maybe that are up there with us. But if your store doesn't get any or anything like that, did they order it? And
did you tell them you wanted it?
And if it's limited to 1,000, and I just sat here and told you, there has got to be over 2,000 stores.
They are claiming 1,400 plus, but there have to be more than 2,000.
There has to be.
Because it's like for every one they lose, they gain 3.
Yeah.
That are Record Store Day pledged stores.
So it's a real thing. You know, you can't expect if there's 1,000 to get more than a handful. Mm-hmm. You can't. Mm-hmm. Even us, we know how unrealistic that is. And the numbers that we put down, if they ever gave them to me, holy cow. Mm-hmm. I mean, just think about that. So you can't get mad at your local record store for not getting enough. Mm-hmm. Even us, we don't get the full list most times. We'll miss 1 or 2 things, not on purpose.
We post everywhere when the Record Store Day list comes out. Tell us what you're excited about. We're telling you to tell us what to order, what you want. Well, maybe 50 people respond.
And that's across all platforms.
Across all platforms, we get maybe 50 responses. There's a lot more than 50 people that are coming shopping in my store for Record Store Day.
If you don't say something, how do they know?
Don't get upset with me that I only have 2 copies of Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas if nobody told me they wanted it. We can't read your mind.
Now, I also hear all these articles and see all these articles about how all these Record Store Day records are left in stores, right? And oh man, they're never going to be able to move them. Now, Rookie, from here, this is Animal Collective, all the way down to here, to right here. This is what we have left, minus some that are mixed in.
Awesome, amazing titles that are still available for from Record Store Days past, okay? Since Black Friday 2015.
Black Friday 2015.
So this Black Friday will make 9 years.
Now, is this a lot of records from Black Friday? Now, you guys have seen my unboxing video, our unboxing videos, pardon me. Now, this whole Alice Cooper section right here is full of Brutal Planet. So, I still have that many copies of Alice Cooper, Brutal Planet. Should I be worried about that? It's Alice freaking Cooper. Should I really be worried that that's never going to move? It's going to move. It's just going to take some time. Every single month, we sell 20 plus of these records. Every single month.
Everyone.
So it's one of those things.
Some of them that are still available, we order back in.
BB Rex is the perfect example. Last record store day. You're getting tired, aren't you, Brookie?
I've yawned like over 10 times.
Huh?
I've yawned over 10 times.
Hopefully not into the camera.
Not into the camera.
BB Rexa. She had a record store day record. There's one on her back wall. But we blew out of 60 copies. Okay. We ordered them back in when they came back in. And I think I ordered 30 more. I maybe have 10, 15 left.
Yeah.
Now, why would I order something back in? And why would I want to sit with 10 of them? Because I know it's inevitably going to sell. So it's one of those things.
Because I love BB.
It's one of those
Because
things.
BB's awesome. BB!
Now listen, I was so excited for every green jelly release that's ever come out. And holy cow, I have 3. I have 3. So,
You even had to give up your copy one time.
yeah, no, it's one of those things. You know, I love green jelly. I grew up with green jelly. Little pig, let me in.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
Just saying. King's X. Who remembers this King's X? These were limited to 2,500. And I know that because it's on the back. I got one left. So, I mean, it's a thing. You know, Christian McBride. Listen. Christian McBride. Baddest man on a double bass you will ever meet in your life.
With more Grammys than you have fingers.
And you could have met him here. He came here. Just saying. It's one of those things.
To sell his own record.
Very nice guy.
Do you think we mind having, what do we have? 6, 7 copies of 2 different titles? 6, 7 copies of 2 different titles from a guy who literally came here. Love him to death. It's one of those things. Now these are all pretty much one-offs. Maybe there's 2, maybe there's 3, but they're one-offs. They're one-off oddballs. And I'm not sitting here saying, oh yeah, they're going to move eventually. It's a moot point. Look, Michael Schenker Group. I'm mad I got 3 copies? No. It's a real thing. The Monkees, come on, man. Come on, colored vinyl. We don't even know what color, but it's a rainbow, so we love it. But it's a thing. It's a thing. So, I mean, eventually, they may not all move. But do you know how many records we've sold from Record Store Day since 2015? Can anybody even guess? Can you put a number on that?
1,000,000 quadrillion gazillion.
Every single Record Store Day from 2017 up, we've had over 1,000 records. And that's including Black Friday regular one, 2,000 plus guaranteed every year. Every year. That's what we got left. And that's twice a year. So that's not bad.
Yeah.
Who's complaining? If other record stores that are just starting out, you got to be careful on what you order. We've been doing this a while. We appreciate everybody who comes through that door that day and every day.
Every day.
I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, without you guys, what would we really be?
Then I'd be here in the store all by myself. All by myself.
I wouldn't even have this white shirt without you guys. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't. I'd be out fishing right now, and I don't even know how to fish properly. I'd totally be out there with my SpongeBob pool. I'm just saying. It's a real thing.
And then asking somebody else to take the fish off the hook?
No. You just cut it off the hook, right onto the grill, and I got dinner.
Okay.
Love you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I don't like the negativity that comes out all the way up until Black Friday Record Store Day. You're going to see article after article of people saying how, oh, well, Record Store Day. The reality is, thank you, Record Store Day.
And
thank you, customers.
please keep are 10 reasons why Record Store Day is awesome in your head if you see any of these articles.
Think about that. They help. Record Store Day helps.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I just want to go into one thing real quick before we end this thing. 30 seconds, I hope. There was an article released on Billboard that said, vinyl records is down 33%. And I've seen a couple of YouTube people do this already. You know, these guys that have no vested interest, like I've been telling you. They've been talking about it, saying, oh, well, you know, record stores have to have GoFundMes and this and that, ba 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 ba. And I'm saying to myself, well, if you need to do that, that's your business, but are you really in business? And then I'm saying to myself, well, I like how he didn't name names. I like how, and this is a few different people. I'm not singling one person out. This is like 3 or 4 different videos I've seen now. And check this out. You think vinyl records are ever going to go anywhere? I want you to do me a favor and look up how many independent record presses there are in the United States. Now, I am not talking about United Artists. I am not talking about the Warner presses, the Universal presses, or the Sony presses. That is not what I am talking about. I am talking about places like Gold Rush Vinyl, and I am talking about places like Poorhouse Records. There's 2 examples of what I'm trying to get at. Records will never go down the way that they did because independents are now opening their own pressing houses. So all those local bands and all the bands that you love, they will always have a place to press their records no matter what happens. And besides, there's a company that's selling these presses, and they're saying for $250,000, you will get your investment back in 18 months. You know that's a hustle. But that's really what they're saying, like on their site when they're trying to sell these presses. Not to mention the subscription vinyl places also have their own presses, a few of them now, even though through a whole bunch of baloney and, you know, I'm sure you've seen those videos too. But let me know if you'd like a full video on that, because if you would, leave it down below in the comments, and maybe, just maybe, you will get to see me again in all this gorgeous, gorgeous beard.
It'll talk to you more about chicken nuggets.
No, I'm going to talk to you about peanut butter and bologna sandwiches. You're going to love them. Trust me. Peanut butter and bologna. I shove them things right up. No. Okay. End it. Oh, here.
Yeah, we have a box. We have a box. We have a box.
Hey, what do you want to do the box?
My back hurts.
Your back hurts?
Yeah.
Oh! Let me know how my tonsils look.
Let me just...
Hit it.
Okay, we have few tonight's Just Price Vinyl Records, and they're awesome. They're so awesome. You know why they're so awesome?
Because this video is 40 minutes long.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Okay, we got Miley Cyrus Plastic Hearts, and it's awesome. They are brand new Silver Vinyl Records. So we got Charlie XCX Brat, we got Death Cab for Cutie, and Lana Del Rey, Mac DeMarco, Dua Lipa, and don't forget, people, these are available both in-store and online at SpinMeRoundStore.com, where the more you buy, the more you save in shipping.
Let me know if you think I rambled on too long. That's a long video, isn't it?
Nuggets?
We got Billie Eilish,
You that?
Fleetwood Mac, FKA Twigs.
You know what the beautiful part is?
What?
There ain't no way my sister, my mama, ain't nobody watching it this long. If you are not a vinyl fan, you aren't here right now.
My parents don't watch our videos anymore, apparently.
No, they do.
I don't know what happened.
They watch like the first 5 seconds and then they stop.
Yeah, there ain't no way.
Wait,
So I got a very important question for everybody.
Yes.
If you are here for this long, I want you to write down below in the comments, because this is a long video.
I'm so sorry for you.
Just hit me with chicken nuggets down below. I want to see the words chicken nuggets in my comment section if you're actually still here. All right, come on. I'm
Green
sorry.
Day,
Ariana Grande.
Halsey, Niall Horan, Jonas Brothers, John Lennon,
Took a second. Loive.
Levy.
The Lumineers,
My Chemical Romance.
Mitski,
Mayday Parade.
Tate McRae,
Mac Miller.
Czarface and MF Doom,
Right, come on. Boom, 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 boom. I'm done.
Kendrick Lamar,
40
Denzel
minutes.
Curry, De La Soul,
Easy. Kikai.
Kehlani, Jelly Roll,
Sleep Token. Overkill.
Her arms were probably
Night.
shaking like jello.
Godsmack.
Falling in Reverse,
Cradle of Filth.
A Day to Remember,
Emil and the Sniffers.
The Garden,
Grateful Dead.
New Order,
Twilight.
Doobie Brothers,
Jim Croce.
Offspring.
Kanye West.
All right, one more thing.
Okay.
Meal and the Sniffers, what's going on?
Oh, we have they probably already got the email. We have an awesome listening party for a meal and the Sniffers. Cartoon Darkness, which is coming out next Friday the 25th. Yeah, we're having an early listening party on Saturday, tomorrow, at 6 p.m. And I'm super duper excited. We have a hat to give away. That's the big giveaway prize. And we've got posters for all the attendees. So I know I am super duper excited to hear the new Meal and the Sniffers because they just changed record labels.
You want to know a secret?
What?
I'm guided by angels. I love it. I love it. Meal and the Sniffers is one of the greatest punk bands to come out of Australia. Punk bands.
I like
Guided
the song
by Angels.
Knifey.
Even though, you like the song Knifey?
Yeah, Knifey.
Nice. And Snakes is good too. But they're one of the greatest punk bands to come out of Australia of this time period, I guess you would say.
Okay.
But the labels all label them alt rock because if you ever use the word punk,
Nobody's coming.
you ain't playing no shows.
Terrible.
And nobody's coming.
It's a thing.
And nobody's playing your music on the radio either.
It's a real thing. So even today in 2024, I mean, the Ramones barely get any play. Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
I mean, all right. I'm done.
Yes.
I mean, let me know if you like longer videos. Would anybody like a longer video?
Okay, come on. Nobody even wants a poll or anything. So now you got to leave us a comment and let us know what your favorite record in that box was, and let us know what you think about Record Store Day. Give us a like, a big old thumbs up, because everybody likes a thumbs up, because when you do good, you get good, and then you have to
Subscribe.
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 Subscribe. Ring that bell. Ding, 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 because you avail like this. Not anything like this, but we do videos a lot, and we'll see you soon or tonight on SpinMeRoundStore.com, or the more you buy, the more you save in shipping.
I also want to know, has anybody missed the dark meat chicken nuggets? Was there any dark meat chicken nugget fans out there in the world? Did you go to KFC and were you like, I just want the dark chicken nuggets. That's it. The dark meat chicken nuggets.
I know someone.
Do you think any, huh?
I know someone.
Listen,
I have a friend.
every year, I got to say RIP to Diane. But every single year,
So you were like, do you like dark meat? I'm like, Diane.
yes, Diane would eat the drumsticks right off the thing. Oh man, she was
Right off
wild.
the turkey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Miss her big time. But all right, goodbye, aliens.